Are you leaving hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on the table every single month? Right now, millions of American seniors are making the same costly Social Security mistakes, and they don't even know it. The system is complicated, the rules are confusing, and the government, they're not going to call you and say, hey, you're doing this wrong. Here's the scary truth. Most retirees believe they've figured out Social Security. They filed, they're collecting, they think they're good. But what if everything you think you know is actually costing you money? We're talking about myths so widespread, so deeply believed, that even financial advisors get them wrong. Things like when to claim, how your spouse's benefits work, what happens if you keep working, and whether your benefits are really tax-free. Spoiler alert, most people get all of these wrong. And myth number 3? It's the one that shocks people the most. We've seen retirees lose $50,000 or more over their lifetime simply because they believed this one thing. Whether you're already collecting or still planning, this video could change your financial future. These aren't small technicalities. These are real mistakes with real consequences happening to real seniors across America right now. You've worked your entire life for these benefits. It's time to make sure you're getting every single dollar you deserve. If this sounds important to you, and it should, smash that like button right now so YouTube keeps showing this to seniors who need it most. Let's get started. Let's talk about myth number 1. And this one catches so many people off guard. A huge number of seniors, and we mean millions of Americans, believe that the longer they wait to claim Social Security, the better. And while there is some truth hiding inside that statement, the full picture is far more complicated, and believing this half-truth blindly has cost retirees dearly. Here's what you need to understand. Yes, if you delay claiming Social Security past your full retirement age, which is 67 for most people born after 1963, your monthly benefit does increase. It grows by about 8% for every year you wait, up until age 70. That sounds fantastic on paper, and for some people, it absolutely is the right move. But here's what nobody tells you. That strategy only makes financial sense if you live long enough to break even. Most financial experts call this the break-even point, and for the average person, it falls somewhere around age 80 to 82. If you have serious health conditions, a family history of shorter lifespans, or you simply need the money now, waiting until 70 could actually mean you collect less over your lifetime, not more. Think about it this way. If you start collecting at 62 and receive a smaller check but collect for 18 more years versus waiting until 70 for a bigger check and only collecting for 10 years, the math might not favor waiting at all. Every situation is different, and that's the point. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. You need to run your numbers, talk to a Social Security advisor, and make the decision that fits your health, your finances, and your life expectancy. Please do not let anyone tell you that waiting is always the smart move. It is not always the smart move. Now let's get into myth number 2, and this one hits married couples the hardest. So many spouses, especially women who stepped back from the workforce to raise children or care for family members, believe they have no Social Security benefits of their own or that their benefits are completely separate from their husbands or wives. That belief is flat out wrong, and it is leaving real money unclaimed every single day. Here's the truth. If you are married, you may be entitled to claim what's called a spousal benefit, up to 50% of your spouse's full retirement benefit. That's not 50% of what they're actually collecting. That is 50% of their full benefit at their full retirement age. This can be a game changer for a spouse who earned less over their working years or didn't work outside the home at all. And here's something even more powerful that most people don't know. If your spouse passes away before you, you may be entitled to collect their full benefit as a survivor benefit, not half, the full amount. That could mean an increase of hundreds of dollars per month, and countless widows and widowers across America are missing out simply because they never knew to ask. There are also divorced spouses who qualify for benefits. If you were married for at least 10 years and you are currently unmarried, you can claim benefits based on your ex-spouse's work record without it affecting their benefit at all. They don't lose a penny. You simply gain access to benefits that are rightfully yours. If your ex-spouse has already passed away, survivor benefits may be available to you as well. This is money you may have earned through years of marriage, and the Social Security Administration is not going to call you to remind you about it. You have to know to ask. All right, now we are at myth number 3. This is the one that shocks people the most. Are you ready? Here it is. Many seniors believe that Social Security benefits are completely tax-free. They worked their whole lives, they paid into the system, and they assume that when it comes back to them, the government doesn't touch it. We completely understand why people feel that way. But unfortunately, it is not true for a large portion of retirees, and discovering this late can be a genuinely painful financial surprise. Here's how it actually works. If your only income is Social Security, you likely won't owe federal taxes on those benefits. But, and this is a very big but, if you have other income coming in, things like a pension, withdrawals from a traditional IRA or 401k, part-time work, rental income, or even investment returns, then up to 85% of your Social Security benefits could be subject to federal income tax. Up to 85 cents of every dollar of your benefit could be counted as taxable income. That is not a small thing. For someone collecting $2,000 a month, we're talking about potentially $1,700 of that being added to your taxable income every single month. Now, the exact amount depends on what the IRS calls your combined income, which is your adjusted gross income plus any non-taxable interest plus half of your Social Security benefits. If that combined figure goes above $25,000 for a single filer or $32,000 for a married couple filing jointly, the taxes begin. Many retirees hit these thresholds without even realizing it, especially once they start taking required minimum distributions from their retirement accounts at age 73. This is why tax planning in retirement is not optional. It is critical. A good tax professional or financial advisor can help you plan withdrawals strategically to minimize how much of your Social Security gets taxed. This is knowledge that can literally save you thousands of dollars every year. Moving right along to myth number 4, and this one is especially important for seniors who are still working or thinking about going back to work. The myth is this: if you start collecting Social Security before your full retirement age and you're still working, your benefits will be reduced. So working just isn't worth it. And because of that belief, many seniors either stop working earlier than they'd like to or feel trapped into staying home when they genuinely enjoy working a little longer. Here's the nuanced truth that changes everything. Yes, if you claim Social Security benefits early, before your full retirement age, and you continue to work, there is what's called an earnings limit. In recent years, that limit has been around $22,000 to $23,000 per year. If you earn more than that, Social Security will temporarily withhold $1 in benefits for every $2 you earn above the limit. That sounds punishing, and in the short term, it can feel that way. But here's what most people miss entirely. Those withheld benefits are not gone forever. Once you reach your full retirement age, Social Security actually recalculates your benefit and gives you credit for those withheld months. Your future monthly check goes up to account for it. And there's more good news. Once you have reached your full retirement age, the earnings limit disappears completely. You can work as much as you want, earn as much as you want, and collect your full Social Security benefit without a single dollar being withheld. For seniors who love their work or who simply need the extra income, this is a crucial distinction. Working in retirement is not the financial trap that myth makes it out to be. And here's one more thing worth mentioning. If your recent work years are among your highest earning years, Social Security may actually recalculate your benefit upward. Because your benefit is based on your 35 highest earning years, every additional high income year can potentially increase what you collect. And now we arrive at myth number 5, and this one may be the most emotionally charged of all. It is the belief, held by a surprisingly large number of Americans, that Social Security is going broke, that it's going to run out of money, and that younger seniors shouldn't even bother counting on it. This myth causes enormous anxiety, especially among people who are 60 to 70 years old and wondering whether to even factor Social Security into their retirement plans. We want to address this directly, calmly, and honestly. Here is what is actually true. The Social Security trust funds do face long-term financial challenges. This is not a secret. The Social Security Administration itself publishes annual reports that project the trust funds could face a shortfall in the coming decades if Congress does not act. Some projections suggest that without changes, the program might only be able to pay around 77 to 80% of scheduled benefits by the mid-2030s. That is a real challenge that policymakers need to address, and they know it. And this is the critical point, Social Security is not going to zero. It is not disappearing. The program is funded through payroll taxes that working Americans pay every single week. As long as people are working in America, money is flowing into Social Security. A complete collapse of the program is not something that experts consider realistic, because the political and social consequences would be catastrophic, and no elected official wants to be responsible for that. What is more likely, and what history suggests, is that Congress will make adjustments. They may raise the retirement age slightly, they may adjust the income cap on payroll taxes, they may tweak cost of living adjustments. These are conversations being had right now in Washington, but for people who are already retired or close to retirement, the consensus among most experts is that your benefits are very unlikely to disappear or be dramatically reduced. Planning as though Social Security will not exist is probably an overcorrection that could lead you to make unnecessarily harsh financial decisions today. That said, and we want to be clear here, Social Security should not be your only plan. Think of it as one essential leg of a retirement stool. Your savings, your investments, and any pension or part-time income form the other legs. The sturdier all those legs are together, the more stable and secure your retirement will be. So here's where we want to leave you today. Social Security is one of the most important financial systems in the lives of American seniors, and yet it is also one of the most misunderstood. The 5 myths we covered today about when to claim, about spousal and survivor benefits, about taxes, about working in retirement, and about the future of the program, these are not small misunderstandings. They are beliefs that, when acted upon incorrectly, can cost you thousands and thousands of dollars across your retirement years. You worked hard for these benefits. You paid into the system for decades. You deserve to collect every single dollar that is rightfully yours. And the best way to do that is to get informed, ask questions, and talk to professionals who specialize in Social Security strategy, not just any financial advisor, but someone who truly understands the rules and the nuances of the system. We would strongly encourage you to visit the official Social Security Administration website at ssa.gov, where you can create a My Social Security account, review your full earnings history, and see your estimated benefit amounts. You can also request a benefits calculation appointment, explore your spousal options, and get personalized information based on your exact situation. Knowledge is power, and in this case, knowledge is also money. If this video helped you understand even one thing you didn't know before, if even one of these myths surprised you, then please share it with someone you love. Share it with your spouse, your sibling, your neighbor, your friend from church, because chances are they believe at least one of these myths too. Every senior in America deserves to know the truth about their benefits. Thank you so much for watching. Stay informed, stay empowered, and we will see you in the next one.